All right. Gosh, I'm back in my room trying to do this again, trying to make it work. Let me okay. Hopefully the stream won't buffer badly here, because I really don't like, I mean, it's not that I don't like, but I just like streaming from my room. I feel more comfortable here. And I also just like the lighting better here versus in my kitchen area. So, yeah, okay, well, I guess we shall wait for other people to show up for the stream, and then we will go from there. I'm just gonna share this on the community tab here on the YouTube, and I also need to tweet this out as well. Nice. Okay. I'm I'm live. Join us here. Okay. Also, apologies last week for not live streaming last Sunday, because what was I doing last Sunday? I don't know. I was probably just like really tired. So that's why I didn't wake up. And then I just didn't feel like I just did not feel like live streaming last Sunday. And honestly, today I was so tired. I was so tired. Last night I tried well, I was on Instagram scrolling, and you know how on Instagram now you'll see like ads. So there was like an ad for a sleeping app, and it was like, listen to this and you'll find like really great sleep, and you have different options to listen to the app to help like with stress and anxiety and I don't know, whatever. So I got the app. I think it's I forget what it's called, but it's like one word and it's blue, like the little icon is blue. And I was listening to it last night to like help me go to sleep, and like I think it relaxed me to the point where I found it so hard to wake up. I don't know. Maybe it was also a combination of the fact that like on Friday and Saturday I like worked out really hard at the gym. Like I was really tired. So yeah, maybe it's a combination of all those things. And also this past week too, or like the past like week and like a couple days, doing like recording and editing all of those Fan Reaction Friday videos was like intense for me. I had to do like, because Handmaid's Tale and Black Mirror came out with 3 new episodes each, so that was like 6 episodes of Fan Reaction Friday videos that I had to do. And then Pose came out, and then a new Handmaid's Tale episode came out, so I was like really swamped in those videos. But now it's done. Now it's only 2 new episodes a week, but yeah. All right, well, I guess I'll read some of your comments now. Okay, wait a second. Samantha F. Hey, Samantha. Vincenzio Lucia, hi. Andra Supreme, hello. Patricia de Aza, hello. Ate Steffi, hello. Asmodeus Black, I like how you call me grandma. Grandma, how are you doing? Can I have cookies? All it takes DM, and then smiley face. Gemini, OMG, this is the first time since I've gotten 9 to 5 that I've been able to catch a nighttime stream. I'm shook. Well, Gemini, I am so happy you're here with me. Avengers V, hello. Ooh, and also Gemini, congrats on the 9 to 5. Very happy you're getting that coin. Nikita Ray, oh hey sis. Nikita Ray, walking home, but ya boy got unlimited data now, so here I am on the streets. Oh, nice. Patricia de Aza, yesterday I watched your reaction review of Pose acting up episode. Oh, nice. Devin Munn, have you heard of the show Power? Yeah, I've heard of the show Power. I've never watched it, but I've heard of it. Keen Lagerfeld, Steffi. Hi. Hi, Keen. Mashup God Harper. Hey, Steffi. Nikita Ray, I don't watch those shows, but I still hit like on those videos. Nikita Ray, you're a real one. I know, that's like my only thing with doing Fan Reaction Friday videos is I feel like those videos are like limiting to, you know, people who only watch certain shows. So I'm trying to find this balance on my channel between like creating videos that people who may not necessarily have seen or listened to whatever I'm talking about, that they can watch those too. That's why I'm really trying hard to get my travel vlogs together, because if anything, if whenever I like review things Monday to Friday, at least on the weekends, if I had travel vlogs on weekends, those are the videos that you guys could watch. So yeah, it's, I don't know, it's tricky because it's like you're trying to make so many different kinds of videos, and it's like when you're not making a fan reaction Friday video and you're working on a travel vlog, that means like you're missing out on making fan reaction Friday videos, and then like vice versa. So I've been like so behind with travel vlog videos, and I have like, I could literally, I feel like I could have at least like 3 to 4 months worth of content with doing travel vlogs for the weekends, but I just haven't really made time to edit all of those videos because I've been so busy like making and editing fan reaction Friday videos, and then like movie reviews, and then music reviews. So I don't know, it's just trying to find that balance. But yeah. Mashup God Harper. Fran Drescher's appearing in the new Taylor Swift video, and I'm screaming. I know, I saw your tweet. I think I want to make a first impressions video of me watching that video. When does that video come out? Because I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I still need to plan what my content is going to be for this week. So maybe I could do that for one of my videos this week. When does it come out, Harper? Madge, just got done watching your The Handmaid's Tale review for God Bless the Child. It makes it worth sitting through all those bleak AF episodes knowing I have your reactions to look forward to. That is really, really nice, Madge. I really appreciate that. That's so funny to me that whenever I read comments like that from other people, that they find like comfort in my videos, or that watching my reaction review videos like helps them get through the show. Like, it makes sense, but I just think that's like, so I don't know, I just think that's like kind of funny. But hey, do what you gotta do. I get it, man. That's a hard show to get through sometimes. Like, honestly, if I did not develop like this like community of some sorts of the Handmaid's Tale fans kind of like looking forward to those kinds of videos, I'm not quite sure if I would still be watching Handmaid's Tale, because like I remember when I was making those videos for season 1, it was during the time when Handmaid's Tale wasn't even on. It was like on break. So I was making those videos after the fact, and because those Handmaid's Tale wasn't really on, like people weren't really looking for it, so I wasn't really getting that much like engagement with those videos. But God, I remember when I was covering that show in season 1 being like, ooh, do I want to do this for season 2, because this show is so like hard to watch. But I'm glad that I continued, and you guys definitely helped me get through the show as well. I'm gonna turn the fan on. Okay. Sriracha Dount, still thinking about that episode. Also, I'm sorry if the sound starts getting messed up here, because there's a literal fan like right next to the phone, but I need it because it's hot. Gemini, I mean, this 9 to 5 is cute, but I've contemplated quitting and going back to scamming almost every day, so yikes. I need summer movie season to end. Pat, oh wait, I just started watching your channel. I really love your personality, sis. Oh, well, thank you, Pat. Got a little nervous because I was like, are you Pat Houston? No, it's just another Pat. Avengers V, same. I don't watch Handmaid's Tale, just going on and hit like and look at the comments and leave. Well, I appreciate your support, Avengers V. Gemini, by the way, Handmaid's Tale is bringing it this season, a huge increase in quality from season 2. Leron Underwood, hi, I just finished watching the first episode of Euphoria. Wow, it's such a good show. Mashup God Harper, it comes out tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I could do that for Tuesday. Maybe I'll release a video of me watching that. Pat, there are so many shows and movies coming out. You're gonna be busy this summer. I know. Ugh. Madge, thanks, babe. Patricia Day Aza, stop the church protest scene in Pose is very realistic, or they revisit the ACT UP movement protests on New York City church. The Acting Up episode of Pose was paying homage to members of ACT UP movement. Very true. Oh my god, okay. Keen Lagerfeld, love Taylor Swift, but she hasn't wowed me since 1989. Gemini, don't remind me, Pat, LMFAO. Toy Story 4 is going to destroy my theater. I'm scared to work opening night. Oh, do you work at a movie theater? That's really cool. Does that mean you get to, like, go see free movies? Gemini, hook up the jail gang wherever you are. Vincenzo Lucia, I really hope that Billie Lourd returns to be in AHS 1984, and if she does return, what are your thoughts on that? For me, I would be totally excited if she does. Yeah, same. I would be very excited if she does. Devin Munn, at Pat, I'm in a similar situation. I have so many options, and I want July to be a chill month, but I'm sure I have my options chosen. Asmodeus Black gave a star emoji. Sylvia Spagat. Hi. Nice set of handbags. Lots of love from Polish onion lover kisses. Well, thank you so much. I know the bags here. I really am like looking forward to the day when I can like afford a nice background of some sorts, because the bags, like, it's always so funny to me whenever I watch like YouTube videos of like the top tier YouTubers. It's like they either have like a full-on freaking set, or their room, like, that doesn't even look like a real room. It just looks like a very like pristine production design, like everything is placed so specifically for the sake of the video, but it's like, that doesn't look like a room that's lived in. This is a room that's lived in, just FYI. Let's see here. Fed. Are you watching this season of Big Little Lies? No, I am not. I'm sure like one of these days I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna not get it. I'm gonna like watch it. I'm just not on the greatest terms with HBO at the moment. I do not really want to support HBO right now, so that's why I'm not watching Big Little Lies. So, yes. Patricia Day Asa, at Gemini, you need to sing Dolly Parton 9 to 5. Jeremy Miller, hi, where are you from? I am from California. Leron Underwood, no spoiler, guys. I'm only on Pose Season 1, Episode 2. Ooh, well, Leron, have fun. Leron Underwood says, yes, at Fed, it's so good. Patricia Day Asa, Taylor Swift hasn't wowed me since when she surpassed Whitney's AMA's winning record. Mark Cruz, hi, I love your videos. I love you. Your videos make my day. Well, thanks, Mark. I really appreciate that. Gemini, I get to see free movies, but every time my shift ends, I'm so irritated with work that I just end up going home. LOL. It's been a lot. Oh, Gemini, I'm sorry. Maybe you just feel that way because it's like, you know, the early beginnings of you starting the job, but I'm sure you will ease into it, and then you'll find a way to deal with your irritations of some sort. I don't know. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Jeremy Miller, by the way, FX is killing it with dance shows. Fosse Verdon is amazing. I agree, Jeremy. Fosse Verdon, so happy I covered that show on the channel. Michelle Williams. She better get that Emmy. Devin Munn, at Gemini, I bet it's hard dealing with people, especially children in the theater. Leron Underwood, at Gemini, I always wanted to work at a movie theater. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there was a time when I was like, I think in college, I was like seriously contemplating trying to apply to work at a local movie theater. I ended up not doing that, but that's why I'm like, interesting. By the way, if you guys are watching the stream, if you wouldn't mind giving the stream a thumbs up while you're here, that'd be great. I always forget to ask people to give a thumbs up to the stream, but apparently it does help for some reason. So if you guys would not mind giving this stream a thumbs up while you're here, that would be greatly appreciated. Devin Munn, wait, I already read that. Sriracha Down, Commander Fred is like the Tyrion, I'm gonna assume that's what you mean, Tyrion Lannister of The Handmaid's Tale. Serena might end up being Cersei Lannister. Lawrence might be Peter Baelish, aka Littlefinger. Well, I never watched Game of Thrones. I only watched the first season, so I don't really get your references, but sure, sounds great. Let's see here. Sorry, I lost my place. Okay, Gemini. It has Devin, Secret of Life, Secret Life of Pets 2 has these oh, it has, Devin. Secret Life of Pets 2 has these children wilding out. A little kid literally took his toy truck and threw it at the box office glass. Somebody thought it was a gunshot. Oh my god, that is insane. Well, that parent, like, should not be taking that particular child to the movie theater. That's crazy. Devin Munn, at Jeremy Miller. By the way, have you heard of Flesh and Bone? It's a show on Stars about a woman who's a ballet dancer. I think I may have heard of that show before, but I don't watch it. Gemini, it's really not a terrible job though. Just don't work at a busy theater. LOL. Feed. Done. Avengers V, what's your worst experience in a movie theater? For me, I don't know if you're like addressing it to Gemini who works at the movie theater, but for me, gosh. I would say, I forget which movie I was watching, but there was one time when someone brought in their food from like the outside to the movie theater, and the food that they were eating had like a very strong like smell. So that wasn't like the greatest thing to experience while being at the movie theater. Yeah, I guess I would say that. I haven't had too many like wild things happen to me, thankfully, at the movie theater. Knock on wood. Let's see here. YB the Kid. Hey, Steffi. Hey, YB the Kid. Underscore. Devil's Advocacious gave me the waving emoji. Hello. Madge, if you guys are having job dissatisfaction, you should check out Gala Darling and her abundance course and manifest some good shit. Well, I should check that out as well. Leron Underwood, do you remember your 13 Reasons Why reaction days? Yeah, I do. There's a reason why it took me so long to finish season 2, and it's because I just really did not like that show, so I don't miss it at all. I think that show is like kind of irresponsible and ridiculous. That's definitely my least favorite show I've ever watched on my channel, and I will not be watching season 3 because I don't want to waste my time covering a show that I don't really even like. So yeah. Okay. Let me know if it's buffering for you guys, because it's kind of buffering on my end, so I might have to change here. Okay. Here we go. Pat, do you watch Riverdale? I'd like to not be the only one that thinks the show is horrible so far. I do not watch Riverdale. I personally feel like I've kind of aged out of the demographic that it's like socially acceptable to be watching teen shows. Not to say like, you know, if you are older you shouldn't be watching teen shows. That's not what I'm saying. But me personally, I feel like I've aged out of that. And like, I just feel like there's so many other great shows in general that you could be watching. So yeah. Feed. A gunshot? OMG. Matt, she has new videos out with tarot reading and EFT tapping for clearing up where you're blocked spiritually and emotionally weekly. Wow. Feed. American Crime Story or Feud? Feud is like more like an emotional watch, but American Crime Story, I think I would go with American Crime Story, because that's like, God, especially like the first season. I watched the second season on my channel, but I think I still personally gravitate more towards season 1. But I would go with American Crime Story. But then again, it's like, Feud only got that one season. I'm still like, are we gonna get a season 2 Ryan Murphy? I don't know. That man is so busy, but yeah, I would say American Crime Story. Devil's Advocacious, knock knock. Patricia De Aza, I watched the video of Layla, Rashawn, and Oprah where they now about when Leela, her, and Loretta Devine gonna visit Whitney in her house or rehab house in Orange County. Whitney's rehab house was in Orange County. I know, I've seen that video. When I watched that video for the first time and I heard that like Whitney at one point was staying somewhere in Orange County, I was like shook because I live in Orange County. So I was like, oh my God, there could have been a time where I could have looked for Whitney. I don't think she would have enjoyed that, but hey, Asmodeus Black, I have strong feet. Mark Cruz, you should watch Tales of the City on Netflix. It's a mini-series about LGBTQ characters living in a house in San Francisco. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that show. Nothing new. What are we talking about today, ladies? Um, Courtney S. Not related. Your hair looks just like mine right now. Oh, hey, Courtney, look at that. Twins matching. Um, Keen Lagerfeld. I got pissed that Toy Story was sold out, but I do apologize for throwing the truck. Jeremy Miller. Do you have a favorite reality show? Even though a lot of them are fake. Mine is Big Brother. Gosh, let's see. I mean, I am a continual watcher of, well, actually, it's funny that you bring up reality TV because, like, two of my reality shows, every week I kind of have a schedule, like, at least right now, for my reality shows. So Tuesdays, I watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then, on Thursdays, I would watch Braxton Family Values, and then right after, I would watch Project Runway. But Braxton Family Values just ended 2 weeks ago, and then, like, this past Thursday, Project Runway ended. So now I'm just down to my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I guess, like, I'm not really, like, an avid fan of reality TV, but, like, there's certain shows and I'm like, I'll watch it. But yeah, I don't really know. I guess, like, for the sake of answering the question, I would say, like, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That'd probably be it. But I mean, like, over the years, I've watched, like, different reality shows. Like, I would say, I mean, I think the first reality show that I really enjoyed was Simple Life with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. I really enjoyed that. I also really enjoyed the season of Simple Life when they were like interns and they were getting different jobs every episode. I thought that was really funny. Um let's see. I mean, like, I was a fan of America's Next Top Model before. I didn't watch like every cycle, but I watched like the beginnings. Um I there was this show on Bravo that was kind of like Project Runway, except instead of it being like a fashion design contest, it was like interior decorating. I do not remember what the name of that show was, but I really liked that. Um let's see here. I mean, this is more like probably a more like a dignified, respectable um option, but I also really love like Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. I haven't really been able to watch that show. Like I have, well, I mean, obviously it's not on anymore, but I haven't been able to watch that show in like a long time. I was able to watch one episode, but then I had to stop because I got, I just get really upset that he's no longer here. But I would say that's probably my other favorite as well. Let's see here. Mark Cruz. There's obviously more to the story of Tales of the City than just them living in the house, lol, but I highly recommend. Devin Munn at Mark Cruz. That show seems interesting. I'm also interested in the book it's based on as well. Avengers V. Did you end up watching When They See Us? No, I haven't. I know I need to watch that, obviously, because it's very important to watch. But every time I'm like, gosh, it's like the horror stories I hear of, like, just like what happens in that show in general, because it's like, real. And then also whenever I hear people saying, God, I had to take so many breaks while watching it, I'm just like, ooh, I need to be in like an emotionally ready place to watch that show. But hopefully sometime later this week I'll finally get the chance to sit down and watch it. Feed, guys, give the stream a thumbs up. Yeah, guys, give the stream a thumbs up. Sriracha Down. Is it bad that I ran up towards my TV with my fist when Aunt Lydia started to beat up Janine? Looks like I have the reflexes to to survive their world. No, it's not bad. I mean, like, hey, you are a fight or flight. It's like fight or flight. You are definitely a fight person, Sriracha. Gemini, did ACS season 2 get better? I really couldn't get into the first few episodes. I think it did. I think for me, the like turning point of season 2 was that House by the Lake episode. I think that was either like episode 3 or episode 4. I was like, oh my goodness. Because like Cody Fern, who, if you guys watch American Horror Story this past season, he played the demon child. I forget what the character's name is, but that's Cody Fern. He is in American Crime Story season 2, and he has like that's his main episode, and like for me that was the standout episode of the season. But I personally think it does get better. I think that's around episode 3 or 4 though. Avengers V. I love watching US Celebrity Big Brother. Gemini. OMG, did we ever discuss that they canceled the Charles and Diana feud season? I think we did. I feel like we did talk about it. But yeah, I heard that they canceled that season, and that just sucks. Feed, the documentary What Happened Miss Simone is really cool. Um, lies, Lees. Hosen. Hello from Canada. Feels weird not saying I'm here. Oh, well, everybody, welcome Lees. She's the person who wrote that article in the CBC and mentioned the channel, so welcome Lees, Lies. Devil's Advocacious. I love that your thumbnail faces on your movie gives kind of a spoiler of your review. It does. I've seen, because I follow those different like movie YouTubers. Like I'm subscribed to Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Jan. I also watch Grace from Beyond the Truth, and they kind of do like a similar thing. So I was just like, hey, why not? That seems to be the thing. What would be kind of like douchey of me to do is if I like give a thumbs up for a movie and then like in actuality it's like I thought that movie was horrible. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what other people do. So I just do it too. Sriracha Doubt, can the aunts in the Handmaid's Tale put a hand on the kids, or are the kids under the control of the commander and his wife? If they do anything to the aunts or the handmaids, can they get away with it? I don't know. I do not know. I'm sure there's like an age though at which point it's like, we can't protect you anymore, kid. Feed, favorite episode of Black Mirror season 5. You know, that's a tough one. I think for me it would still be between episode 2 and 3. The Smithereens episode, and then the Ashley, wait, what was the name? It was Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2. For me, I felt like Smithereens was just like, that felt so classic Black Mirror to me. And like, even though I really hated the fact that we never got our answer at the very end of the episode, that still felt very Black Mirror to me. And I enjoyed the performances in episode 2. But then when I think about like episode 3, it was actually like kind of funny, and just in terms of like what that episode thematically like focuses on, and you know, it hits on like celebrity culture and fan culture and like how technology is, you know, relating to those things now. I found interesting, because I'm interested in those things. So yeah, that's a tough one, but I would say between episode 2 and 3. Devil's Advocacious. It was called Top Design on Bravo. Top Design. Gosh, I wish they would bring that show back. Like, honestly, I wish they would bring that show back. I feel like watching those types of shows is like what fuels my love for The Sims. Devin Munn, I love me some more reenactment type shows. I always watch when Outrageous 911 and Untold Stories of the ER are on. I also really like 2 urban legend shows I have seen, and one of them that was ... Oh no, I lost your comment there. Where'd it go? Oh, hosted by Natasha Henstridge, is on YouTube. Avengers. Hi, at Lee's Hosen. Loved your article on Handmaid's Tale. Patricia De Asa, did you see the episodes when Vaughn proposed to Trina and the reaction of Trina was funny and then it became a meme, I think? Yes, I did. I watched that episode. Feed at Gemini, they canceled Fuse season 2. I had no idea. Jeremy Miller, damn, you named a lot of them. LOL. I know, I was like, I don't really watch reality shows, and then I like named a whole list. But that's like over the course of my life. Like that's not like that's all those shows I'm not like currently watching right now. Devil's Advocacious. In addition to When They See Us, Ken Burns' The Central Park 5 documentaries, also a good watch. Great to know. Okay, well, I should definitely like watch that as a companion piece. Patricia De Asa, before I like to watch Pinoy Big Brother Philippines, but now the current season of Big Brother Philippines is kind of scripted since the previous season. Madge, in terms of reality TV, my family goes ham for Survivor. When I was little, they threw the Survivor birthday party, challenges, and weird food combos. Now my sister's gotten her son hooked. Oh, wow, that's really cool. I was never much of like a Survivor fan. Like it wasn't something I religiously watched, but I do know that there are like hardcore Survivor stands out there, because one time I went to Entertainment Weekly's Pop Fest because my friend had tickets, but then she couldn't go, so then she gave it to me, and the host of Survivor was there, and he was being interviewed like on stage, and the hardcore Survivor like stands had their own bandanas, and they even have like a fan group. I don't know what it was called, but I was like, wow, Survivor, would have never thought. Um, let's see here. Gemini, wait, Steph watches Grace Randolph, a collab I didn't know I needed. Grace is like, I like Grace, but there's some times where I'm just like, she is so, like, she's so much. She is so much. My dad loves Grace Randall. Like every time I come home, or it's like a movie that he had wanted to see had just come out, but he hasn't gotten the chance to see it personally. Like my dad will watch her like reviews. What I love about Grace is she is so thorough, and I love how she has that like list on the side, and she just goes point to point to point to point. Yeah, she's a very thorough reviewer. I really think she does a great job. Avengers V. Ah, I love Beyond the trailer. GB Oira, have you seen Avatar The Last Airbender? No, I haven't. Avengers V, yes, we Grace stands in this chat. Feed, which other movie YouTubers do you recommend? Gosh, let me see. Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Jans, Grace Randolph from Beyond the Trailer. I really like Collider. Collider has some good, they do good reviews. But they're more of like a I don't even know if they're like a corporation, but it's definitely like more than like a one person operating their channel. I used to watch Schmoes Knows, but I'm pretty sure like they're now in conjunction or under like Collider. I would watch Collider. There's two people from Collider that I really like. I really like oh my gosh, his name is Scott Mance. Scott Mance, like the enthusiasm that Scott Mance has for anything he like talks about, I love that. I love it when people like, you can tell that they're genuinely passionate and happy and into what they're talking about. Like, love him. And I also really like Perry from Collider. She has her own YouTube channel too. I like her. Whenever Scott and Perry are together on like a panel talking about a movie, I'm like all in. Yes, this is going to be really good. So those are like the reviewers like I tend to like peek every now and then. I'm trying to think of like smaller movie reviewers. Gosh, those are the only ones I could really think of. I'm sure there's other really great movie YouTubers out there. I mean, like there's other people that they do movie reviews, but they're more like specialized on like certain topics. Like I'm actually subscribed to like a good number of like the Disney YouTubers. So whenever like Mr. Cheesy Pop does a review on like a Disney movie, I'm interested to hear his take. I like hearing what the black nerd has to say, because he really likes Disney, but he also like likes comics as well. So I like watching those kinds of videos from him too. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Let's see here. Patricia de Aza, when I was a little girl, since there's a channel who broadcasts US show here in Philippines, I always loved to watch America's Next Top Model, Amazing Race. Oh, Amazing Race. When Amazing Race was first starting out, I used to watch that show all the time with my parents. And also the Mole on CBS. It was like I don't even remember what the main concept of that show was, but like it had to kind of do with like spies, and I was really into like spy stuff when I was younger, so I liked watching them all. But Patricia de Aza says she used to watch America's Next Top Model, Amazing Race, Survivor, and American Idol. Nice. Lies Hosen. Lies rhymes with please. Lee's, okay. Lee's Hossein. As in Hossein. Lee's Hossein. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right there. Gemini, it's ironic that Grace stands Real Housewives of Beverly Hills too. Is there a connection between talented YouTubers and Real Housewives? I don't know. There should be like, we should, oh my god, you know how there's like that trend on Twitter right now where people will like post that little like Excel sheet, and it's like, drop your horoscope and your favorite movie of this list. I'm trying to see something. Like someone should do that, but with like the Real Housewives franchise. Like we should see if there's a correlation between zodiac signs and which franchise of Real Housewives is your favorite, because I'm a Leo and I love Real Housewives. I don't know what sign Grace is. But yeah, someone should make that. Make that right now. And we could see, because there was a time when my mom watches Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with me, but she also really loved Atlanta, but I don't think she really watches Atlanta anymore. But there was a time she used to always watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then my dad was more of like a Real Housewives of New Jersey fan. I remember Orange County was the first one, and when I used to dance at this dance studio, one of like my friends, I guess you would say, would always tell me, you need to start watching Orange County. But then I always felt bad about like starting Orange County because like there have been so many seasons, so I'm just like, oh, that's too overwhelming. I can't watch that many seasons of Real Housewives of Orange County. Oh my god, speaking of Real Housewives franchise, my friend and future co-host of my Divas centric podcast, she actually got this for me for my birthday. It's a game centered around Real Housewives. It's called What Do You Meme? I like how I had it like right there too. And it's literally like it's like a deck of cards. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. So you have a set of cards. So like this one is like, when you find yourself wondering whatever happened to customer service, and then like you would draw, so these cards are like the stack of meme cards, and you would like draw 5, and then like the other people who are playing would draw 5, and then you would select like what would be the best meme response. So like here's one. This is Kyle, you know. So I played this with my friend when we exchanged Christmas presents last year. But yeah, Real Housewives. What a Real Housewives centric conversation. Let's see here. Pat, are you are you excited for the Shining sequel, Doctor Sleep? I mean, it looks interesting. I never watched The Shining. So yeah, but I mean, like, that idea looks really, really interesting. Madge, also, The Take has an absurd amount of the Handmaid's Tale video essays, if anyone's interested. One after another. It's full on Galaxy Brain. Oh yeah, The Take. Yes, I'm subscribed to The Take as well. They do a lot of great video essays. For me, if anyone is interested in knowing who my favorite video essay people are, I really, I subscribe to The Take, formerly known as Scream Prism. They're called The Take now. They have really great stuff. I always mention him, but Nerd Writer, I think, is just like, he for me is like the best when it comes to video essays. Who else? I'm trying to see here on my subscriber list. I don't know if she like, wow, that was like, I saw her name and I forgot to mention her earlier, but another lady who I really enjoyed her movie reviews, but her movie reviews are more so centered on like old school movies, and I think it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while since she's posted, but her name was Alicia Malone. I think she does really, really great stuff too. Let's see here. Who else do I like in terms of video essay people? I think this is a video essay person. Brain Pilot does a lots of Black Mirror stuff. I watch whoever they are. I watch their stuff from time to time. Burger Fiction. Let's see here. There's like a girl here that I really, really like what she does. I just watched her most recent video on like how Disney screwed over Robin Williams for Lindsay Ellis. Like, I think she like makes these professional videos for PBS, like that's how good she is. But yeah, really good at video essays. Feed, I was kind of sad that this season of Black Mirror drifted away from the original purpose of the show. Devil's Advocacious. Steffi will be voted off the island by the Survivor fandom. I know, I need to watch what I say. Avengers V. Legit, Grace loves Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Great minds think alike. Who's Grace's favorite housewife? I want to know. I would like to know. Patricia Day also, did you watch the reality show Paula Abdul, Hey Paula, that also on Bravo? I feel like I did, but I know there's been that clip that's been going around on Twitter about like Paula being like, I'm trying to tell my story. Like that clip's been going around on Twitter for the past couple of days. I feel like I would not be surprised if they have like the full season on YouTube. I need to go watch it again. I'm pretty sure I watched it though when it was on. XOSX SX. The hatred Grace has for Jessica Chastain kills me though. I don't understand that. Like I know she's mentioned it, like I don't watch every Grace video because I don't watch all the movies she watches, but every now and then she'll like mention this feud she's in with Jessica Chastain, and I don't get it. Like, why does she not like Jessica Chastain? Pat Atwood, I kind of feel the same way. The fifth season was more toned down compared to previous seasons. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with the toned downness to this season. Avengers V, I love her because she's really good on reporting the business's side, not just fandom. Jeremy Miller, yeah, she's really good at that. She's really into like looking at the box office and all that shit too. Jeremy Miller, do you ever let your taste get in the way of watching a movie or show? I try to give everything a chance, even if I think I'm gonna hate it. I try my best to be as objective as possible whenever I'm watching a movie or a show, but like I think also too, like just in the nature of my channel in general, like yes, I'm someone who like covers movies and I cover shows, but I'm not like solely a movie channel and I'm not solely like a TV reviewing sort of channel. And because there's like I free myself up in that way and there is like that diversity in terms of my content, I try to I'm trying to like only watch things that I know at least I will have like some sort of like personal interest in general. Like, yeah. So I think in a way, whenever I talk about a show or a movie, it's already walking into that situation, know that there was that initial interest to begin with when walking into that situation. It wasn't just like, oh, well, I guess I might as well watch this for the sake of reviewing it and talking about it to make a video. There was always that genuine interest for me. And I feel like you can kind of see that too, the further we get with, like, the more movies I review and, like, the more shows I cover. Like, I feel like you can kind of get a general sense of, like, what kind of stuff I like to watch. It's like, you know, I mean, there was a reason why you never saw me review a superhero movie, because I don't really give a shit about superhero movies. That's great. I'm glad, you know, there are people out there who get their full life from those kinds of movies, but that was never really, like, my thing. But yeah, in general, I try to stay as objective as possible about it, because, you know, that's what you're trying to do here. You're trying to give a fair review. But I also find, too, like, for me, the movies where I feel like, oh, I feel like I did a really great job with reviewing that are the movies when I did have that personal interest. And yeah, like when I did have that personal interest, like, you know, like I'm a really big, like, you can't see her back there, but I'm a really big Whitney Houston fan. And when I did my review on that Whitney documentary, like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a really great review. And I feel like that comes across because I have an interest in that subject. But at the same time, I try to be as objective as possible. I'm not going to like blindly be like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. Because, you know, you're not really reviewing then. And I feel like your credibility as someone who like covers these sorts of things is going to get called into question if you're just like saying, oh, I loved it, it's amazing. So yeah, it's kind of like walking that fine balance. Nikita Ray, my homie called me, but I'm back. Great. Devin Munn at Jeremy Miller, me too, though I don't hate story too much. Patricia De Aza, check out Prince, Biggie, and Taj Jackson Film Family Channel. They also review movies. Oh yeah, that's right. They do have a channel now. Rhymes with please. Lee's Hozine. Yes, got it. Devless Avocacious. The current Amazing Race is a combination of Amazing Race, Big Brother, YouTubers, and Survivor contestants this season. Oh yeah, I saw that like Tyler Oakley and his friend Corey are competing. Asmodeus Black. I'm a Sagittarius. Jeremy Miller. Oh no, wait, where'd it go? Okay, here. Other great movie YouTubers: John Campia, previously from Collider, and also Red Letter Media. They have had Macaulay Culkin on. It's hilarious. Oh, nice. Avengers V. When was your birthday? August 11th. August 11th. Madge. I had a massive spy phase when I was younger too. Oh my goodness. Sat my sister down and I was like, part of me doesn't want to put you in danger here, but I'm willing to chance it. I'm a spy. That's great. Patricia De Aza. Whitney Houston is the real housewife of New Jersey / Atlanta. Stefan. Hey, Steffi. I just got online. New Orleans was amazing. Oh yeah, Stefan went to New Orleans for Pride. That's great to hear. I hope you had a lot of fun. Gemini, please tell me that have a card of Kyle running out of the restaurant after Kim and Rinna fought. You know what? I don't think they have like a meme. I don't think they have a, because like most of the cards here consist of like facial expressions. It's not necessarily like, because you know that moment was like Kyle's back was like kind of like that. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, here's Renna right here. There's Renna. Yeah, I think these cards are mostly filled with like close-up facial expressions. Madge, lessons from the screenplay as well. Oh yes, that's a good one. Patricia Aza, I watched Doctor Sleep trailer and it's very scary. Pat, do you like to watch theory videos on movies? Yes, I do like watching theory videos on movies. Yes. Bubble, hello. Avengers V. I love Alicia. She works for Turner Classic Movies now. Yes, good for her. Good for her. She deserves it. Devin Munn. I'm a fellow Brain Pilot stan. I like his stuff. Imperial Mort. Lindsay is great. Sriracha Down. Commander Lawrence might be the one that's rigging the strings in his favor, like Littlefinger on Game of Thrones. Littlefinger started the war on the show and uses trust to get things done. Oh, interesting. Gemini, Grace's favorite housewife is Vanderpump, I think, which is problematic, but I don't blame her. Oh, she must really freaking hate this season then, because Lisa, where's Lisa? I literally just saw her. Where is she in this stack? Where's Lisa? Oh, here she is. This lady right here, she has not been featured too many times this season, because it's basically like this season of Housewives. I don't even understand like what the drama is. It's something about like people think that Lisa sold a story to Radar Online, and now like all the other girls. Well, initially it was between like the fight was between Lisa and Kyle, and then like Lisa and Dorit also had like a falling out, but then Dorit's husband, God, what's his name? PK tried to like do like some sort of like reconciliation between Lisa and her husband and Dorit, but because he was like, PK was like, well, I'm not gonna lose their friendship because we've been best friends like even like since we were all in London, so like he doesn't want to lose that friendship. But he tried to have Dorit like, you know, make amends, but then like that didn't really work out, so now Lisa basically isn't talking to the other girls, and it's just like kind of awkward. Let's see here. Bubble. Do you watch anime? No, I do not. Nikita Ray, my fave housewife is Annie Cheese. Devin Munn, Henry's Moving Castle also does good Black Mirror content when he does do Black Mirror related stuff. Oh yes, I've seen a couple of his stuff too. Harry's Moving Castle. Keen Lagerfeld, at Devin, yeah, Harry's Moving Castle is really good. Sriracha Down, he's likely to testing June to see if she's useful. Imperial Mort, you should react to Lady Baby's Nippin Manju. I've never heard of that. Patricia De Aza, you know Rebecca Romijn? I think she's also in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Asma Diaz Black, are there any shows or show characters you would like to see a comeback? Any shows? Not really. I don't think so. I think we're good right now with the shows. I personally feel like there is like kind of an oversupply of content right now, especially from Netflix, to the point where it's like, I feel like you don't even know when there are new shows on Netflix anymore, because they only are like really advertising certain shows, like obviously Stranger Things. Like I literally was just at Baskin Robbins, and there's so much marketing for Stranger Things. And like when you open Netflix, it's like you know when you go to the homepage of Netflix and they have like their original series section, it's like they always have like the same couple of shows like as your first, and you like really have to keep scrolling to even realize that there's other shows that are coming out from Netflix, but you wouldn't really know because Netflix doesn't really advertise those shows. So yeah. Um oh wait, Olivia Martinez. How do you feel about The Handmaid's Tale having 6 episodes every season? Um I would not hate that. I mean, there's a part of me that when I first read your question, I was like, "Ooh, thank God," because then that means I wouldn't be having to like edit so many episodes for Fan Reaction Friday videos, because do know that Fan Reaction Friday videos take some time to edit. But I mean, if it made sense to the story, I wouldn't mind. Like, I think any creative decision should always have like the story first and foremost. I think it's kind of a detriment to the show when it's like when they're clearly trying to drag it on, and when they're, trying to do more seasons than what the show really has to offer. I think that's kind of like worst case scenario. But I mean, whatever the Kenrick's life. Bitch. I was just watching your last Black Mirror reaction. LOL. I love your reactions. Thank you so much, Kenrick. Devin Munn, at Asmodeus Black. For my answer, while it ended a bit meh, I would have liked to see where the fades would have gone. Sriracha down. Serena Joy to me looks utterly incompetent on the surface, which could be her greatest weakness, but maybe that's her greatest strength. She could do something that no one would ever think she could do. Dang, incompetent. Wow, I don't think I would say Serena is incompetent. I think Serena is kind of trying to navigate how to be in this world that she has helped create, because, I think by them, when they gave us that flashback to like who Serena was prior to all of this happening, I feel like that's when I was like, oh, like, I don't know, my perspective on Serena like really widened when they did that flashback, and knowing who she was prior to Gilead, I feel like she's trying to find that balance of how can I be the person, like how can I have that much like agency and freedom in this society of Gilead. But now she's realizing, like, you know what, that's never gonna happen. So yeah, but I think she's a smart lady. I think she's savvy. I don't think she realized how restricted she helped to make her situation become in helping to create Gilead. But I really wouldn't call her incompetent. Keen Lagerfeld, I'm loving all of the reality show fight ASMR videos. Have you guys seen any? Yes, I have. The recreation of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fight between Eileen and Kim, I like retweeted that and like added a comment on top of it on my like personal Twitter, and like it's so funny. It's so funny. Like so many, like there's, I think like that tweet got like 100 retweets or something. But I'm loving that trend. Love it. Imperial Mort, the Banana Splits movie is an R-rated horror. Patricia Oza, being Bobby Brown was a little bit pitch of the Real Housewives of Atlanta because of Whitney Houston was always in housewife mood. Avengers v. LOL, Tyler Oakley was on BuzzFeed Celeb, and everyone in the comments was like, he's still alive, he isn't a celebrity, I forgot he existed. Damn, that's mean. Kenrick's life, will you do How to Get Away with Murder reactions? Probably not. Madge, also Bradley Whitford, who plays Lawrence, reacting to Kylie Jenner's party calling it tacky, was one of the highlights of my week. Yes, it's been a rough one. Ooh, wow. Where is that? I didn't know he said that. Patricia de Alza, is Teresa Giudice was in Real Housewives? Yeah, she was. She was in Jersey. Gemini, I really need for Vanderpump to expose the fact that Dorit isn't British. I am patiently waiting for that ball to drop, LOL. Well, like, I think everyone knows that Dorit isn't British, but Dorit has convinced herself that she's British. Like, I think, was it this past episode or in the trailer, like, or sneak peek for the next episode? What's her face? This is my mom's favorite. God, what's her name? She has a book, oh gosh, what is her name again? She's like the singer, the pop star. Erica Jane. Erica was like, Dorit, you were from Connecticut. So, yeah. How Dorit has like kind of adopted this weird accent. Kind of reminds me of how like Madonna has this like weird British accent too, even though like she's American. I don't know. Avengers V, I saw the video where you were edited in with a bunch of other reactors. Your reactions were so funny in contrast with the rest of them. Ooh, can someone like send me the link to that video? Because someone tagged me in it like last week or earlier this past week. And I was like honestly too scared to like watch it because I was just like, oh Lord. So you never know. You never know what other people are going to say. So I didn't watch it. But if someone could just drop that link right now, that'd be great. Devin Munn, OMG, yeah, I have to go through a lot of scrolling to find a show I haven't heard of. Madge, tone deaf and tacky, I cannot. Avengers V, so many new people in the chat, glad to see them grow. Gemini, Serena's really the true definition of the clown came back to bite. She really is. She really is. And like your thumbnail, Gemini, of is that Queen? Who is that? Is that Monique? I'm pretty sure that's Monique. Or, I don't know. It looks like Monique. I'm, like, really trying to zoom in here. I'm sorry if it's not Monique. But it kind of looks like Monique. As soon as I read that statement, I, like, literally saw that gif in my head. I will never feel sorry for her. I hope she helps end Gilead, then gets arrested. I would be satisfied with that. Like, I hope she helps, but I need her to, like, you know, repent for what she has done. Then again, it's like, she got that finger cut off, so I kind of feel bad for her there. But then again, like, a lot of worse things have happened to these other women, so... Let's see here. Okay. Patricia also actress Rebecca Romajan, actress who plays Mystique in X-Men, was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, not Beverly Hills, and she is the wife of actor Jerry O'Connell. Nikita Ray, finally, my Wi-Fi went to trash, but I'm back this time. LMAO. Are you into any sports? I'm excited. Jeremy Miller, are you into any sports? I'm excited for Anthony Davis joining the Lakers. No, I'm not really into sports. I mean, like, if I were to say a sport I was remotely interested in, it would probably be tennis, because I used to play tennis when I was growing up, and my mom was, she wasn't like a professional tennis player, but my mom was like really, really good. She played in like college and then like recreationally after, like not in like the pro leagues, but it was like in the league under, or I don't even know, division under like pro. My mom like used to travel to play tennis and stuff, so when she would compete in tournaments. And then my name is Steffi because she actually named me after her favorite tennis player, Steffi Graf. So that's pretty much like the only sport I'm like remotely ever interested in watching. But I don't really follow it. Like, I'm not even too much aware of like who like the it people are in terms of tennis right now. But yeah, I mean, like, my dad really, really loves basketball. I feel like that's how it is in like most Filipino families. It's like they really stand basketball. Like, even in the Philippines, it's like basketball and boxing. Boxing, obviously, because of Manny Pacquiao. But yeah. Me personally, not really too interested in the sports. Avengers V, okay, they sent me the link there, so thank you so much for that. Patricia Oza, do you know the issue about two mukbang YouTube loves life and eat with Q? No, I do not. Gemini, it is Monique from the same show where she said that quote, LMFAO. Avengers V, I got you. Madge says, at Gemini, freaking true, I'm on the tag after watching the episode and people are like, my wife, and I'm like, your wife is a rape apologist, calm your entire ass. Wow, there's people who like call Serena their wife. That's kind of weird. Devin Munn, Steffi, have you watched any foreign language shows? There's also one on Netflix called Ammo that's from the Philippines. I don't really watch too many foreign language shows. I do know there are some stuff from the Philippines on Netflix, but I haven't personally watched that. Yeah. Nikita Ray, Steffi's on the Raptors. I'm a Raptors girl, I guess. Because they won. Keen Lagerfeld, sports, I think you're looking for In My Fumble Opinion, hosted by Steven. Patricia Aza. Go see Prince, Biggie, and Tosh's review for Rocket Man. Movies FN. Justin, Rihanna doesn't care about y'all. Hey y'all, I'm watching Black Mirror episode 1 of new season. Nice. Justin, I feel like you should talk a little bit about Black Mirror, like, topics in your show. Because I feel like, because if you guys don't know, Movies FN, his name in real life is Justin, and he has a podcast called Polar Opposites Podcast, and he, like, every episode they kind of like talk about different topics, like social issues and whatnot. And I think you could get like a good, I feel like if you ever are in the instance of you run out of ideas of like what to talk about, I think the topics that Black Mirror talks about are interesting. I don't know if you personally watch Black Mirror, Justin, but yeah, I feel like that the first episode of this season actually would be a good episode to talk about on your podcast. Patricia de Aza, wait, I noticed the resident boy band expert Steven was not here. I know. I don't know where Steven is. Jeremy Miller, oh, that's a cute story of how you got your name. Gemini, I can't remember what Serena did to June last season that made me officially hate her, but I won't go back to watch so that I don't get mad again. LOL. I think it was when Serena held down June so that like Frank so that God, what's his name again? Fred, so that Fred could, you know, do the ceremony with June. That was horrible. That was horrible. And I think what also made that moment horrible too was because like it came right after all of those episodes when June and Serena were like starting to bond. So yeah. Let's see here. Nikita Ray, Rihanna may not care about y'all, but I filled up her pockets quite a bit. She has to care about me. Madge, there's people who ship June and Serena. I'm like, eye emoji, no. Please just no. Stop forever, go outside, read a book. Yeah, I don't ship June and Serena, but okay, wait. When I was editing my video for, I forget, I think this might have been like episode 3 or 2. There was a moment between when Rita made that little prosthetic thing for Serena. When she was giving it to Serena, I don't know, I like felt like a vibe, and I was like, I would not be mad if Serena left Fred for Rita. And I also, like, speaking of backstories we need, I want to learn more about Rita. Stefan, I love your review of Post episode 1 of season 2. I think this is going to be a great season. The Easter Sunday protesting was amazing, and Cardinal O'Connor was an awful person to LGBT people. Oh, okay, so that priest that they had in that scene is, like, based off of a real person. Interesting. Gemini, speaking of Rihanna, stream Tinashe's remix of No Guidance, where she references the queen herself. We stan legends. You guys, don't you know the recurring theme here on my channel is that I don't know the difference between Tinashe and Karuchi? Maybe I should check out that song for the sake of helping me come into learning the difference between Tinashe and Karuchi. Stefan, the resident boy band expert, is here. Oh, okay, so, but there's another person named, like, Steven, Stephen, that's usually in the chat, right? I forget. Gemini, woo, yep, that was it. Ugh, such trash. Jeremy Miller, favorite movie of 2019 so far? Oh, gosh. I have to think about that one. I have to think about that one. I mean, I don't even really remember the movies that I covered on my channel this year. Let's see. Well, let me see what movies I watched this year at least. Maybe that would help me remember. Oh, you know, I really enjoyed Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace. I really like, I don't know if you guys ever, like, I don't even know if it's still available to watch in theaters. That was really good. Oh my God. Woo, what an experience. Patricia de Aza, hey, Stefan, I was just mentioning to my dad that the Backstreet Boys have nearly sold out the entire XL Center in St. Paul, 14,000 people for their concert next month, and they're the only act playing. Wow, interesting. Nice. Well, you go, Backstreet Boys. Movie Stefan, Justin, I've seen a few episodes, but not all of them, but apparently the first episode is controversial in some capacity. Yes. Yes, I mean, yeah, I guess. I would still watch it though. Still watch it. Yeah, I guess, yeah, in a way it is controversial. I mean, like, for me, like, what that episode talks about, I I'm like, I mean, like, I would like to believe I'm open-minded, so like that the ideas that are presented in that episode don't seem that like, how could they go there? Like that's not like my problem with that episode. My problem was more about like the way it was that particular story was executed. But in hindsight, I could see that part of the reason why I didn't really necessarily enjoy the execution of that episode is because there's a very particular style of Black Mirror episodes that I'm just like generally used to. So there we go, she got to the point. Movie stuff and Justin. Oh wait, no, I already read that. Keen Lagerfeld, Karuchi, and Tinashe have both been verbally assaulted by Chris Brown. So, okay, well, they have that in common. Lisa and Justin, y'all, there's so much to watch. Black Mirror, Pose, The Handmaid's Tale, Big Little Lies. Woo, I know. Avengers V, I know it's kind of off-brand, but have you ever thought of doing challenges like ordering whatever the person in front of me orders, or subscribers choose my Starbucks drinks? Kind of random question. No, I've never thought of doing that kind of stuff on my channel, mainly because I feel like that's not really like the way I would like to build my channel. Like kind of like you said, it's like off-brand, and whenever I think about like videos I want to make, I always go back to like what the name of my channel is. And I feel like for the most part, I'm trying to build my channel to kind of be this like pop culture source of some sort. Like if you ever want to hear a person's thought about a particular movie or a show or song or an album or an EP or an artist, like I would be one of those people that you would go to. That's kind of the direction that I'm trying to build my channel towards. And then I'm also, you know, I'm trying to, I mean, I haven't come out with any travel vlogs this year, but they're coming. So I'm also trying to like build that side as well, and then doing like video essays. And I just feel like to start venturing into like, I'm just gonna do a challenge video, it doesn't really like fit. It doesn't really fit like my brand of the channel, I guess. Madge, Team Rita. I want more of Rita. Give me flashbacks and a last name. Yes, we need a last name. We know she had a son who died in the war, but not much else. Movie stuff and Justin. Also, did anyone think that white woman doctor in season 2 of Post acting was terrible? I feel like that's kind of, I know who you're talking about, and I remember when I saw her, I think, isn't her name like Sandra Bernhardt, I believe is her name. Yes, I feel like honestly that's just like her style of acting, and it may not be for everybody. She's fine for me in Pose. Where she was a bit distracting was in American Horror Story this past season. She was in the episode like where they go to like the demonic cult people, and she was one of like the leaders. I thought her acting in that episode was like kind of distractingly bad, but she personally doesn't bother me here. But I think it's just kind of like her style. Stefan, whenever I think of Cardinal O'Connor, I remember he passed away the week when Britney Spears was on SNL for the first time in 2000. One skit did a moment of silence for him, which lasted for like a split second before they asked if they saw Gladiator. LOL. Gemini, I feel robbed. Rita never showed any irritation towards June for not leaving Gilead. That was a huge misfire, in my opinion. I said something about that in my video for that episode, too. I was like, why didn't we get, like, a Rita being mad at June for not getting in the car? Because I was low-key looking forward to Rita's reaction. Of June, because I feel like we literally got a reaction from everybody except Rita, and I was most looking forward to Rita's reaction. Sriracha down. Do you think Serena will tell the truth about starting the fire in her house, or will everyone just chalk it up to saying that she blames herself and it was June that started it? Ooh, I don't know. I really don't know, because they didn't even address it in this most recent episode. Devin Munn, speaking of Karuchi Tran, has anyone in the chat seen Claws? I haven't, but I want to. It looks fun, plus I need to watch more shows from TNT. I personally haven't, but I mean, that looks like a very vibrant, colorful show. Patricia Day also, Backstreet Boys is having a concert here in Philippines that was part of their DNA tour. Avengers V, legit at Movies FN Justin. I was thinking the exact same thing. I feel like sometimes it's just her voice that kind of sounds off. Yes, I agree. Stefan, Claws is great in my opinion. Adelax, ever thought of doing book reviews? See, the problem is I don't really read too much. I used to read so much as a kid. I don't really read. I should be reading like way more. There's a part of me though, like the only book I know for fucking sure that I'm gonna read this year is the Robin Crawford book that she will be dropping in November. I have like a calendar event on my Google Calendar. That is the only book review I like foreseeably see myself do in the near future. But if I ever do get back into the habit of reading, potentially I could see myself doing some book reviews. But as of right now, no. Gemini, Claws is really good, Devin. It's really campy and like surprisingly kind of extremely LGBTQ positive. It's amazing. Stefan, Sandra Bernhard is the nurse and she's a comedy legend. Yes, that's her style. She had an amazing cameo in one of my favorite childhood movies, Follow That Bird. Patricia Day also, the concert of Backstreet Boys in Manila was on October. Devin Munn at Gemini, yeah, I have it on my Hulu watch list, plus Niecy Nash is a likable actress. I really like Niecy Nash too. I remember when she was on Dancing with the Stars. I was really rooting for her. Niecy Nash in general is just like a likable person. Stefan, no, Handmaid's Tale spoilers, I haven't watched it yet. Oh no! Okay, well, sorry. Forget if, I mean, like, I'm sure we might have said some things. We will try and digress from Handmaid's Tale talk. Gemini, oops, sorry, Stefan. Jeremy Miller, have you ever avoided watching something with your significant other and had it ever caused a breakup? Have you ever avoided watching something with your... No. Well, I mean, to answer that question, I would have to have a significant other, so there you go. I don't have a significant other, so no. Movies FN Justin, I don't think Rita will get a storyline, to be honest. I don't think the writers of The Handmaid's Tale are writing this show the best they could. Season 3 should have started with a bang, and it didn't. So much potential. I feel like, though, I don't mind where they picked up for Season 3, because had they, like, picked up somewhere else... like, I don't know, I feel like it made sense for Season 3 to start the way that it did in terms of, like, what immediately happens after June chooses to not get into the car, because if it, like, they were to do, like, a time jump or something else were to have happened, it would have had to immediately follow the action where they left off in Season 2, because that was so much of a cliffhanger. And I think, like, the writers, I feel like they heard a lot of people's, like, outrage of, oh, June didn't get in the car, and I think that was reflected in the way a lot of the characters reacted to seeing June back in the town in Gilead. For me, like, if anything, the thing I'm frustrated with when it comes to Handmaid's Tale this season is how, like, June in general is just kind of, like, behaving in this season, because there's kind of, like, a sense of, I don't know, there's just certain things that June does where it's, like, she's pushing it, and you would think that, like, considering everything that she has gone through these past 2 seasons, and seeing how much she was tortured, and you would think that she would be a little bit more, like, not as blatantly obvious of, oh, I'm trying to go against these people and I'm really, really trying to push these people to their limits. Because sometimes it could be, like, it could be frustrating. It's kind of like watching someone make the same mistake over and over and over again. Avengers V, contact audiobook for that sponsorship, LOL, right? Patricia Day Ozza, Jasmine Master was very popular because of And I Oop meme. Gemini, Niecy Nash really carried Clean House. By the way, the second they replaced her, it got canceled. We stand a legend. Keen Lagerfeld, I really want to start reading again, but then I get to the second chapter and remember life's too short. Sriracha downed. If the later seasons of The Handmaid's Tale end up like the later seasons of Game of Thrones, I'm actually gonna cry. Well, isn't, like, Handmaid's Tale... I read somewhere that someone was like, they know when it's gonna end. Isn't it, like, season 4 or 5? I forget. So, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it doesn't get to the point of, like, later seasons of Game of Thrones. Patricia Day also, what Twitter meme is popular? Jasmine Master and I Oop, or Whitney Houston, but wow, what a moment. I'd probably go with the Jasmine Master one and I Oop, but the Whitney Houston one is a really good one too. Adelax, I'm looking forward to the release of Margaret Atwood's sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. Wow, okay, so, like, when is that gonna come out? Because then if she comes out with the book for the sequel of The Handmaid's Tale, like, is that specifically going to be centered on, like, the same characters, same world, or how much, like, is the sequel going to be taking place like right after? And if that sequel does come out, will The Handmaid's Tale try to kind of shift their writing a bit to align with what happens in that book? Interesting. Um, Movie stuff and Justin. Yeah, it seems like there's no consequences for June, and it's annoying. Also, that scene with her and Serena smoking a cigarette. What if someone walked in and saw her? The season is also slow paced. Yeah, I don't know what. I feel like maybe I think when they where they were smoking, that was probably like Serena's mom's house, right? That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe like Serena's mom was like off somewhere else, and that's why no one walked in. I don't know. But yeah, in terms of season is slow paced. I think for me personally, I don't mind the slow pacedness because it's still like it feels like for me the show has just the season is still like beginning its journey. Like I don't need it to go from like 0 to 100 right away. Now if the pacing of the episodes like currently right now is still going to be the way it is towards the end, then that's when I'll be like, what the F? But I mean I don't really mind the pacing of it as of right now. Sriracha down. June saying her inner thoughts reminds me of a darker version of Daria. Stefan, The Testament is a novel by Margaret Atwood, slated for publication in 2019, a sequel to her 1985 novel The Handmaid's Tale. The novel will take place 15 years after Offred's final scene in the original novel and will be narrated by 3 female characters. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Stefan. Interesting. 15 years after. Madge, wasn't Lydia planning on killing her after the first major escape attempt? In the book, there was just a super visible difference between June as herself and her of persona. You'd think if she's that worried... Oh no, am I buffering again? You'd think if she's that worried about Hannah's safety, she might be playing this smarter. See, that's a thing. That's what irritates me. Is like you would think June would be playing this a lot smarter, considering everything that has happened to her, and also like I feel like the people and like the town of Gilead in general, like they're not as like strict and tough on June as they like should be, considering that she tried to escape. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Stefan, per Wikipedia, Avengers V reaction to Megatron by Nicki. Is that like a new song, a new album? You know, the thing I've come to realize in doing any like of my first impressions videos where I like talk about these like bigger artists is I do not like stan interactions. I just feel like stans are such an off-putting experience to listening to music in general now, and I've faced a number of like crazy stands in my time of covering artists, and the idea of specifically listening to Nicki, especially, I mean, like I don't hate Nicki, but I don't listen to her music, and I feel like that would come across in that video, and I do not want the Nicki Minaj stans to come after me, so I'm gonna have to pass on that. Gemini, I like this season mostly due to the fact that it's not as formulaic as season 2. Madge, at Gemini, yes, yes, yes. Adelax, The Testaments will also look at the inner workings of Gilead. Movie stuff and Justin, I just know the ending of the season will be so good. I hope so. Avengers V, oh yeah, damn, it's Madonna stans, lol, yeah. The Madonna stans came for me in my... And it wasn't even like a negative review. Like, I literally did not even say one bad thing about Madonna in that review of Medellin, and they fucking came for my ass, bitch. So when I saw that Madonna, like I originally was going to cover the Madonna album on my channel, not anymore. I will not be. Not I, said the duck, to quote Tamar Braxton. So no, I will not be covering that. Let's see. Keen Lagerfeld at Avengers. I'm excited and nervous about Megatron. It's coming out June 21st. I'd love a first impressions for Bounce Back by Little Mix and Gladys Gone by Tovlo. Okay. Maybe I could do that, because I honestly was kind of like a little like questioning like what should I cover this week. I think for sure on Tuesday the video that will be out will be first impressions video to the Taylor Swift music video coming out tomorrow, so that should be up on Tuesday. But I need to figure out something to come out tomorrow and Wednesday. And then Thursday will be Pose, and then Friday will be Handmaid's Tale. But maybe I'll cover one of the two things that you just suggested, Keen. Jeremy Miller, watch Killing Eve if you haven't. I have a love-hate relationship with Villanelle. I know, I really need to watch Killing Eve. That's definitely a show I need to watch. Movies offend Justin. LO, I had a whole rant about stans on this week's episode of the podcast. Oh, I'm like behind one episode, Justin, but I most likely will listen to your podcast right after this stream is over, because I'm planning on playing Sims for a little while after the stream is over. So I'll probably listen to that, but stans, man. Stands. Oh God, I can go on a whole rant about stands too. I really could. I feel like they're kind of ruining the music enjoying experience. And I want to know, like, I need to talk to stans who existed like pre-social media. Like, what was it like to be a stan back then? Because I think stans have always existed, but I think social media has enabled stans to act like fucking wild. So I need to talk to like stans of yesteryear. Devin Munn, have any of y'all seen OJ Simpson and Bill Cosby tweeting? I was like, what the F, after I saw Bill Cosby on Twitter. I didn't know Bill Cosby was tweeting, but I saw that OJ Simpson got a Twitter, which I think is like a huge mistake. Patricia De Aza, my favorite housewives is Nene Leakes. Nikita Ray, I hate Madonna fans. Avengers v. LOL, I enjoy your reviews. Sorry we weren't there to fight. LOL. It's okay. Gemini, girl, it's Madonna stans. What did you expect? LMFAO. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit like ageist of me to say this, and I'll be self-aware and call myself out on it. But I just truly thought that Madonna stans were not operating on that level like that on the internet. Like, I could understand if like I don't know, who's like if Ariana Grande stans were acting like that. Like, I could understand that, because it's like Ariana Grande's fan base, it's like they're younger, or they're like in, you know, they're of the social media age. I get that. But Madonna stans, oh my God, like Madonna stans are like in my parents' age group, and I just thought they wouldn't have that much time to be acting wild like that on the internet. Little did I know, there they were. Asmodeus Black, any movies or TV shows would you recommend? This is a cop-out answer, but all the shows that I watch on my channel are shows I would recommend watching, except for 13 Reasons Why. Gemini, Blanca was the first Madonna stan, to be honest. I was like, wait, Blanca? That is so funny. Yeah, I guess in a way she was. But I feel like Blanca would not be on the internet attacking me like that for my thoughts on Madonna. But she really was acting like a stan in this recent episode of Pose. I was like, girl, I think we are putting too much faith in Madonna right now. Avengers V, okay, but it's Madonna. I honestly didn't know she had stans who watch YouTube, to be honest. Thought they were all on Facebook. Yeah, if anything, like, I thought they were all on Facebook. God damn. Keen Lagerfeld, comedians have crazy fans too. One YouTuber had to disable her comments this week. Yikes. Ooh, yikes. Who was it? And which comedian? So I know never to cover their stuff on my channel. Patricia De Aza, FYI, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore was on Waiting to Exhale. She's the girl who abruptly Savannah and Lionel Slow moment. Yes, I do know that. Jeremy Miller, I know it's a week old, but who wins, Bieber or Tom Cruise? I hope Tom wins if the fight ever happened. I think Bieber said that he was just kidding, but I'm sure Tom Cruise would kick Justin's ass. Sriracha Down, watching the way the characters act on The Handmaid's Tale reminds me of a line Cersei Lannister says in season 1 of Game of Thrones. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There's no middle ground. It seems like it fits the world of Gilead. Yeah, I mean, that definitely makes sense, because the stakes in The Handmaid's Tale are... Oh no, am I buffering again? Let me know if I'm buffering. You could comment right now. The stakes in The Handmaid's Tale are like really, really drastic, and they're really, really high. So yeah, that makes sense. Avengers V, remember that video of the stans of JLo and Mariah arguing over if JLo could sing? It was like late 90s. Oh no, I don't think I've seen that. Keen Lagerfeld, follow OJ Simpson at I Killed Nicole 245. First name, last name. I love your videos. Thanks. Patricia de Aza, Mariah Carey fans in Facebook was worse because they bash and say death joke about Whitney Houston, but lambs in Wattpad and Instagram was great. I just say not all lambs are bad. There are some lambs are nice. Yeah, that's true. There's some Mariah Carey fans who are like, not like some. I mean, I think in general, the lambs are a nice fan base, but I think they get touchy over certain subjects. I just personally don't like this debate of like who is better, Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey. I just feel like why can't we celebrate both women? And I think in general it just all comes down to taste whenever it's like that discussion happens. But yeah. Sriracha down. You have to play your part just right or try to rebel against the system. You have to win every move you make or you die. Avengers V, you're good. Keen Lagerfeld, the comedian was Bill Burr, and also never cover Corey Holcomb. If you don't laugh, they will slay you. Godspeed. Oh, God. Well, I don't know. I've never heard of those people before, so that most likely will never happen. Let's see here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it like, maybe like 6 more minutes, because we've almost been doing this for an hour and a half, you guys. Gemini. Mariah Carey fans are tame for the most part. It's just when you come for her whistle notes sounding like goat screams, now they get in their feelings. Oh, that's a very funny way of putting it. Avengers V, you should watch the video of this group of people who try to find out who's the Beyonce hater in the group. Oh my God, I saw that video last night and it was so funny. I was like, I had a feeling it was who it ended up being, but yeah. And also, like, no shade, but I feel like that video is a great example of why stans are kind of crazy. Yeah. Especially, like, again, I love Beyonce, don't get me wrong, I love Beyonce, and there was a time when I used to say, yeah, man, I'm Beehive. I don't even think I would say I'm Beehive anymore, because like the Beehive now, like they're effing wild. They're crazy. So, and I think what's so embarrassing too is because I follow pretty much like all of Beyonce's like creative team on Instagram, and Beyonce's publicist Yvette Nicole Schur, she posted on her Instagram like a celebratory post like honoring the kickoff of OTR, the tour, and then at the end of her caption she was like, this tour was all about love, so Beehive, you like basically need to calm the fuck down, because when you start acting crazy like this, you're hurting the person that you love the most. I was just like, yeah, the I don't know, freaking wild. Like I remember I think it was, God, I'm sure it was like either beginning of like this year, or maybe yeah, it must have been sometime this year, when Beyonce posted on her Instagram like the picture of her and Jay-Z standing in front of the picture of Meghan Markle, and there was like some caption, because remember there was a time, you guys, on Instagram when like Beyonce never had captions on her Instagram posts. So this was like one of the first times she actually had a caption, and I took a screenshot of the Instagram picture and I like made a comment. I was like, you guys know Beyonce doesn't write her own Instagram captions. Because, like, truly, I was like, I still to this day do not believe Beyonce writes her own Instagram captions, because that woman is busy. She doesn't have time to be, like, dealing with such commoner tasks. And they, like, I didn't even hashtag Beyonce or anything. Oh my God, like, within 5 minutes, I suddenly started getting so many mentions from that tweet that were like, what do you even do? What do you know? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, they need to calm down. So ever since then, I have kind of been like off, like I would not consider myself Beehive at all. But yeah. I honestly don't even think I would say Beyonce's my, like of the current girls, Beyonce is absolutely like my favorite, but like overall fave, I wouldn't say Beyonce's my favorite. Let's see. Avengers V, you should watch the video. Oh, wait, I already read that. Jeremy Miller, on the topic of music and reality shows, ever watched The Masked Singer? It was stupid fun. I watched a couple of episodes, but I never, like, religiously followed it, but yes, it was fun. Movie stuff and Justin, LOL, I hope there aren't people out there that think OJ didn't do it. He did. There are people out there who believe he didn't do it. Madge, did you plan on watching Fleabag? It made me laugh so hard. I was crying and I cried so much I was laughing hysterically all over again. I want to watch Fleabag, but like on my personal time, not on like the channel. But I keep hearing good things about the show. First name, last name. I appreciate your reaction/reviews to Pose and how open-minded you are. Thank you. Thank you for watching those videos. Avengers V. I was surprised that there wasn't that many hate comments. Patricia Day Awesome. More versus Beehive and Twitter. Sorry for Beehives. Movies FN Justin. LOL. Thoughts on the new Beyonce merch? Will not be purchasing. Gemini, I was not shocked at who the Beyonce hater was. That hoe didn't even have a good reason. He just wanted to hate to be different. Those other stands were indeed crazy, though. Yeah, they were. I felt bad. Like, I felt bad for the people who were like, well, you don't know enough, so you're like not a fan. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I get that argument, but at the same time, it's like, when you start acting like that, you turn people away from like the person you're all trying to have like a common love and bond for. So, stands, man. Movie stuff and Justin, can y'all send me the link to the Beyonce hater video? Yeah. Wait. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, wait. People are sharing the link with you, Justin. I just have to approve because whenever like you guys attach links, the chat automatically thinks it's like spam. So, but there you go. There's the link. Avengers V, it's Britney, bitch. Oh god, that was such a great moment. Like if there was ever an appropriate time to say that, it was that moment. Jeremy Miller, do you watch Tyron Magnus? He's like the king of reaction videos. I feel like I might have heard of that name, but I don't. But I think that name sounds familiar. Movie stuff and Justin. OMG, Steffi, I'm laughing at the Beehive attacking your story. They said, what do you even know? Well, they didn't attack my story. They attacked my tweet. And I had to delete that tweet because, like, it was so, like, I quite literally kept getting a notification, like, every couple seconds. It was insane. Yeah. And, again, what I said wasn't even that bad. Gemini, I used to watch Tyron until he was unnecessarily transphobic towards MJ Rodriguez. Blanc, I wish straight men would just shut the F up sometimes. Oh. Well, now you have me intrigued. Who is this? Tyron. I'm sure I know who this is. I just do not remember, off the top of my head. What's his name again? Tyron Magnus? Tyron Magnus. Oh, you know what? I've never seen his stuff. Wow, he watches, does he watch movies too? Wow, it must take him a long ass time to edit those. Match, thank you for being such a wonderful host. I can't wait for the next one. Have a good night, everyone. Patricia Day Aza, like Beehives attacked Dionne Warwick, and then during NBA Finals, they attacked the wife of Golden State Warriors founder. I know, right? Those things, like, literally happened, like, one after the other. I was just like, wow, they have a lot of time right now. So, yeah. Yeah, no. Again, I feel like, though, in general, it's really... I wouldn't consider myself Beehive, not because I don't love Beyonce, but more so because, like, the people who, like, call themselves part of the Beehive, like, are kind of psycho. So, that's why. Alright, well, you know what, you guys? It is pretty much the end of the stream. So, I'm going to slowly back away now and say thank you guys so much for watching and joining the stream. Let's see. Sunday, we're shooting for a 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time stream. I know I missed last week, but 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And also, let's see. Hopefully there will be a video out tomorrow. If there's not, sorry. But then I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna try and do? On the community tab on YouTube, and I'm sure this, like, shows up in your YouTube feed in general, like, when you're, like, subscribed to different people. I'm gonna try and post, like, a schedule of the videos to come the week of and, like, their times so you know when to be expecting them. I'm gonna try and start being in the habit of that because I think it helps you guys too. But yeah, let's see. Let me read the last comments here. Avengers v IDK if you want to hear it, but Billy Porter released a new song just in case you want to hear it on your free time. Okay, nice. Well, I would definitely check that out. Stefan, Night Girl, Jeremy Miller, good night, Gemini. The wife didn't deserve death threats, but I'll just say that I hope she knows to stop invading people's space. There was no need for her to be in Beyonce's press. Avengers v Oof, 19 likes. We did good today. Keen Lagerfeld, good night, Steffi. All right, well, with that, I will leave you guys to it. Justin, I will probably listen to your podcast right now to hear you rant on the stands. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Ooh, also, you guys, I'm meeting again with my friend this Tuesday to discuss more stuff about the podcast. We've locked down the 2 movies we will be recording for our practice episodes. We still have to go over like equipment and all of that stuff, but you guys, it's coming. It's coming. And again, I just want to say the opening theme song to this podcast is like quite like, it's arguably like one of the greatest creations. Like, it needs to be, I need to like give this to a DJ to play in the club. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, it's great. All right, well, with that being said, I will let you guys go for the night or morning or day, wherever you are. And I hope you guys have a great week.